So I've been over here about a year now and I've had to change my vocab quite a lot because obviously some Americans, Texans, all over America, any kind of America, don't use these particular phrases that I'm going to use now. So the other day I received a few raised eyebrows because I was using the word or phrase pigeonhole quite a lot. So if I wanted to drop some mail off of someone, I would say to them, I'll stick it in your pigeonhole. Now, they don't use the word pigeonhole whatsoever for receiving mail over here. So they would like raise their eyebrows and asking me, what am I on about? Because, pigeonhole, it can, have some connotations to it, I guess, if you think about it in that manner. They use the term mail slot, which also makes sense, I do agree. But pigeonhole, I won't be using it again. I definitely won't be using it again, especially over text. Definitely won't be using it over text. So I'm going to go into some other words and phrases that I've used over here that people just do not understand, and I've had to completely change what I am saying and words I'm using going forward. So the first one, or the second one, we could use pigeonhole as number one. So let's go number two. The second one is bonnet. So we had a pretty bad hailstorm the other day, last Monday. There's some video coming up of it now. As a result of that, we got 3 cars. 2 of the cars had cracked windshields and a lot of damage on the body of the cars from the hail. They were massive, the hail was, as you can see. Now, when I was calling the insurance company up and I would say there's damage on the bonnet, they, for some reason, they had no idea what I was on about. So now I have to use the word hood. So whenever I'm talking about the bonnet of a car, I now use the word hood, which, has like different meanings in the UK. It's very rare we would use the word hood to describe the bonnet of a car. Number 3. So this one, I had absolutely no idea they didn't use it over here. I'm going to stick a picture up of it now, and I know exactly what, if you're watching in the UK, you will call this a jumper. If you're in the US, you will call this a sweater. So whenever I'd say I'm going to get a jumper, no idea what I was on about. So now I have to call them sweaters. Oh, sweaters. Number 4. This one is equally bemusing as jumper. So I'll stick a picture up of there now. And if you're in the UK, you will call these trainers. If you're in the US, you will call these sneakers or like tennis shoes. I don't know, that was a bit weird. But tennis shoes. Tennis shoes or sneakers, they don't call them trainers. So when I would say I'm going to get my trainers on or I'm going to buy some trainers, they would have no idea what I was on about. Number 5. Now these, I'm going to stick a picture up now. We call them carrier bags from the UK. In the US, they're plastic bags. So this happened to me just the other day. Somebody wanted some plastic bags, and I was like, oh yeah, I got loads of carrier bags at home. Not a clue what I was on about. They were like, what, plastic bags? Anyway, yeah, I'm in Texas. I'm going to go with plastic bags. I apologize. So another crazy word that I'm going to have to start using now. Number 6. So this now, so I'm going to stick a picture up of this. We would call that, in the UK, a bin. In the US, they call it a trash can. Bins, they just have as large plastic vessels, large plastic tubs that we would call it. They call them bins. What we call bins, they call trash cans. So now I'm taking out the trash, or I'm taking out the trash can. I can no longer take out the bin whilst I'm here. It's sad. Okay, number 7. This one is mental. It's not a different phrase or word, it's their traffic signs. So I'm going to stick up a traffic sign now and see if you can picture in your head what you think it means. So what this actually means, this traffic sign, is that the rightmost lane of the two left turning lanes is closed. Doesn't mean the right turn lane is closed. It's the right turn lane of the two most or the outermost left turn lane that is closed. It's madness. Okay, last one. Number 8. Bonus one. I want to stick a picture up of this one. We would call that an ice lolly. That's what everyone calls them. Ice lollies. No, that's what I thought. They're actually called popsicles. So I was asking for a lollipop stick. Do you know, like that people use them for arts and crafts, okay? So I just naturally went looking for lollipop sticks, all right? No one had a clue what I was on about until in the end somebody said, "Do you mean popsicle sticks?" I was like, yes, it looks like that is what I meant. So these are the words and phrases now that I have to start using over here just to get by, so I don't look like an absolute idiot, like a novice of being over in the US. You're going to have to start using them when you come over here. I am telling you, man, because the way people look at me sometimes is like I've literally been stuck on the bottom of their shoe. But this is just an informational video. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Subscribe.